So our special guest for today to bring out the topic of essential grooming for modern days lifestyle is by Dr. Steve Chia. He graduated as a Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery in Manipur University and AAAM University. And he is a life member of M.B.B.S, a life member of Malaysia Medical Association. And in his 11 years of doctor's life, he started serving in government hospital for 4 years. And 8 years ago, he started to involve in aesthetic and anti-aging. For the past 2 years, he involved in training for Malaysia doctor. And as a doctor, he not only treat patients, he practiced for himself with the latest treatment and skincare for himself. All right. And he's a medical director of 2 clinics in Malaysia, one in PJ, another one in KL. And today, he's very generous to share with us the latest trend of beauty, grooming, and aesthetic. So let's welcome our Dr. Steve Chia on screen. Welcome, Dr. Steve Chia.
Hello. Hi.
Steve Chia.
Hey, guys. Angie, can you hear me? Is it clear?
Yes, very clear.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for your introduction.
All right. Dr. Steve Chia, would like to say hi to our audience and introduce a bit about yourself.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Steve. Thank you, Angie, for inviting me today to come and share a little bit of the importance of grooming, especially to for the modern day lifestyle. So myself, I've been doing aesthetic for the last maybe 8 years. So on my day-to-day practice in my clinic, I deal with a lot of different types of skin problems like pigmentations, acne scars, allergic skin diseases. And besides that, of course, anti-aging, we do like filler, injection, Botox, thread lifting treatment as well. So in the recent year, we actually do involve in a lot more anti-aging, because by looking young is just one part of being rejuvenated. Another thing is internal organ. How can we further improve and also rejuvenate our internal organ? That's also another big part of being young. It's just not just looking young. We want to also feel young again. So so today we basically I hope that everyone will benefit a little bit on today's topic. Why I think that we all have to maintain basically a positive image by having a very good grooming. So grooming, not just in terms of maybe skin or face. Grooming is a big topic. It starts from grooming of the hair, then of course skin, the face, and all that, and also even style, dressing and all that. So it's actually a very big topic. So
Agree with you, doctor. I think in the opening part, doctor already giving us a very good message that grooming is very important and is a big topic for us. All right. And I know because for the past few months, we know that there's a pandemic issue in the whole world. So during the lockdown period, there are a lot of people, they stay at home, so they think that maybe the appearance is not that important. But now it's already after lockdown, everyone meeting each other, so it become very important for the grooming also. So at your opinion, doctor, so any impact or any how do you cope with the current pandemic issue when most of the patients come to your clinic to look for consultation? So how do you cope with it after the pandemic?
Okay, because Malaysia, we have a lockdown for the past few months. And
Yeah.
currently, the government is allowing more sectors or businesses to start running. And we are starting to see some form of recovery, especially in terms of the business side. So in terms to cope with the new norm, which is their social distancing, and then we have to wear masks when we go out. And all this is actually very important, and it plays a role when everyone plays, basically everyone is important, plays an important role to make this work. So pandemic not only just affect certain country. I think right now majority of the countries in the world are also affected by this. And of course, the main thing that suffers is economy, besides all the healthcare problems as well, or the health
Mhm.
part of the COVID diseases. So in the clinic side, we actually start to have a very strict SOP when patients come for visiting. So we will take the temperature, we make sure they wear masks most of the time, and until they are doing some treatment, then we remove the mask. And also we do sanitization as regular as possible. And besides that, we try to limit the number of patients that visit our center at one time. This is all to also protect the patient and also protect ourselves as the healthcare provider and also our staff. So of course, this we will also try to do some online, utilize the technology like not what we are doing right now. We're connecting to the world through the internet. So we also try to do some form of consultation on the phone and on the maybe like a digital camera or webcam uh, prior to the visitation of the patient. That also, we can cut short of the time that we have when we deal with the patient. Yeah, this majority few of the challenges that we've been coping, but I think so far we are doing it quite well.
Okay, cool. That's cool. That is the part of the responsibility for all of us, including healthcare provider and every one of us, right? Okay, wearing masks, yeah, and sanitize, yeah. Yeah. So now we are come back to like a normal life. So we meet friend and our colleague every day, our business partner every day. So I think Angie thinks that the first impression is very important. After
Exactly.
3 months, after 4 months, we never met. Then now we are going to meet each other. So the first impression is very important. No matter through online or face to face, physically we meet face to face. So the first impression is really, really important. Yeah. So grooming will come into part of it. Yeah. So doctor, so why grooming become important in modern day lifestyle, especially for our professional professional career or any like social? Yeah. So what do you think that grooming is become important?
Yeah.
Yeah. In
I think grooming right now is utmost important, especially modern days. All of us are more outgoing type, when
yeah.
we are doing our professional career life or
Yes.
even social gathering. Um, we always go out and meet people. So even if we are not meeting many people, we will
Mm-hmm.
take photos, selfie, wi-fi. This is
Yes.
the era of social media.
Yep.
That is why we are showing a lot of our face. It's no more hiding behind uh,
Mm,
uh, the background. So
yeah.
everything is very visual. Everything is very photographic right now. So that's why a lot of people are putting more importance into grooming. Of course,
Um,
with technology, we have so many different apps that can
yes.
make our face reshape, clear our skin, make us look
Right.
brighter. uh, I think people are using that because we all know,
Mm,
what we need to look better. Why do we want to look better? Actually, because image is important. I
yeah.
always believe that image is important because it's part of the personal branding. When
Mm,
when you go out, when you see people, people will first, without knowing you, they look at you first. That's the first
Yeah.
impression. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I always give example is like when you go for a wedding ceremony, when you go for professional job interview, right?
Uh-huh.
You will make sure you have a good haircut. You'll make sure that you wake up and then you dress well, you put on your tie and you shave, and then you put whatever you need to put on your face. Female will put some makeup on and then you go for a job interview. I mean, we all know that we have to do this kind of preparation because we want to give a very good impression when we go for interviews and all that, or going to a big event. But if you think about it, why don't we do this on a day-to-day basis? Why do we have to wait until big event then we want to dig up all our tools to make it look better? You should start applying that on a daily basis. You should treat every single day as an important day. So you should groom yourself. You should make sure your hair is not messy at all time. It needs to be very tidy because you don't know what opportunity you will see or bring today. This is very important, I think. And grooming is not only showing people that, the potential of not just looking good, is looking healthy. And besides, is also plays important roles where you let people know that the self-care and the self-worth, you are actually respecting your body, you respect yourself, you first give yourself the best before you can provide for others. So I think all these are important points when we talk about daily grooming. And we are all human, we all see things, we are all attracted to good looking things, beautiful things. It is part of the DNA. It's unavoidable. Especially now, like I say, there are many things out there that can help you improve. You can do so many things with your hair nowadays. You can curl it. You can do colors on it. Even when you go to buy dress, there's so many patterns, fashion design, and all that. So there's I think, no excuse anymore. I think it's just going out and then find what fits you the best, fits your personality the best, and then present yourself at the best level at all time possible. Because like I say, sometimes the first impression is the most important.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I agree with doctor. That's what you mentioned about grooming is not about what you put out all the things during the something like anniversary, a special event, but it should be done every day. We should treat
Yeah.
ourselves, the
Absolutely.
best every day. Yeah. And this is from the doctor points of view. And what about you think like normal people, like normal people, you are like Angie and others people, okay, what's the common thing that we will think of about grooming?
I think grooming, when we talk about people, tell people, oh, grooming is important. I think grooming means like the hair, start with the hair, and skincare, right? Your skin needs to look clear. You cannot have a lot of acne going on, and then that will shows basically that you probably don't care about your own even hygiene or treating the acne. And also the dressing, or another thing is very common is people do braces, right, to improve their smile. It's part of
Ah,
the whole image. It's part of the whole thing. That's what
yeah.
I think grooming means to most people.
Oh, yeah, that's true. And I think that is a study saying that for people that they really take care of their self appearance, they are actually earning more.
Yeah,
They are earning.
definitely. There are recently there are a lot of studies going on or research to see the the psychology, or why are people putting more effort into looking good and all that, because it actually, there are studies that shows that people who looks good get paid more. Uh,
Mm,
these are all showing very interesting thing of the actual what is happening. So sometimes I do see um, young patients coming in and they start to take care of themselves at very young age because they are
mm,
exposed to a lot of information on the internet. They know and they do their research. They know that, oh, I have this, I have acne problem, I should see a doctor. I have a scar, I should do a laser. And then of course now with people doing more treatments, they will share with their friends, I done this treatment, my skin is looking younger and all that. So the awareness of all the possible aesthetic treatments, or even for some, it's even plastic surgery, is growing because the need is there. When the demand is there, the need is there, the industry grows bigger and bigger. So beauty industry is one of the industry that grow exponentially over the past few years. Even in Malaysia, we are seeing mushrooming of clinic all over. Last time we just see the mushrooming in the big city. Now even is involving in going to the small city because treatments are getting more affordable. There are more doctors, experienced doctors around, and then we are all promoting positive image, confidence, and all these healthy lifestyle. So I do see more and more newcomers are coming into my clinic, actually asking for opinion, what we can benefit them. Because essentially, like I said earlier, is the first impression of the image is also very important for people. So a lot of time, if you think about it, if today you dress well, you attend a big function, or go to a 5-star hotel, you groom nicely, and when people see you, right, the mannerism and the way they speak with you is different, right? And the way you reply them and the way you talk is also different because you're in that kind of attire, in that kind of setting, in that kind of I would say situation. That itself, I think, shows the importance of how your image will affect how people treat you and see you, and how people
Yes,
talk to
yes.
you. Yeah.
Yeah. And this relates to like remind me that there is something that actually the image is actually it relates to our emotion, and also our confidence level, and also the mental health. Yeah, I remember this when Doctor told me when the last chat. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Doctor, can you elaborate more about this?
Okay.
The yeah.
Okay. What you say is very, very true because the WHO, World Health Organization, actually state that health, not just the absence of diseases, is actually comprises of physical health and mental health. So aesthetic, it basically falls under the mental health part of it, right? So why it falls under mental health part of it? Because it does, in a way, if you have acne scars, and acne scars has been there and he has been bothering you, and every time you go out you feel your low self-esteem, low confidence. That's why this is the mental part of aesthetic comes into it. Or you have a very bad pigmentation, you have to put many layers of makeup to cover it, and yet you can't cover it. I do see patients like that. Whenever they wake up, they see themselves in the morning, the first thing, right, you go to the toilet and then you look at yourself in the mirror. The first thing is it gives you a negative energy or emotion, or my pigment is so bad today. It does reduce your confidence level. And if you're not feeling good the first thing in the morning, not feeling confident, when you go up, what about your job performance? What about how you interact with other people? If we know you just come back from a holiday, you feel great, you look good, you look fresh, and then when people see you at work, right, it does give you the kind of very positive vibe and energy. That's what I'm trying to say. That will also translate to how people see and talk to you. Hey, Angie, you look so good today. Your skin looks so good today. Or you just did a new haircut. Your hair looks so good today. People notice that. People actually get that, and then it will spread the positive feeling all around. So this is why I say grooming is actually important. So of course, for some a patient or people or my patients, certain things does not affect them so much than the other. but everyone has their insecurity. So if I think right now there's a treatment for your insecurity, what is stopping you from making yourself feel better, look better, and if it, improve your social, you know, confidence, it makes you better in your relationship, it makes you better at your job, it makes you give a better speech, you know, because you have no insecurity or you try to reduce your insecurity. I think that's something that you should go on and do it.
Yeah, that's true. And I understand that successful people is not about how much they earn, and
Mhm.
it's actually a package of how he or she carry out himself or herself.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I think
totally. Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think nowadays you can see a lot of people using the social media to promote themselves, like a sort of branding, and they have
Yeah.
to show their face. It's part of the branding.
Mm.
Because I'm running a aesthetic clinic and it's essentially a business.
Mm.
And I found out over the years that a business is just an entity. It's like it's not human. You have to humanize your entity because people connect to people. Human connects to human. It's not
Mm.
human connect to an empty shell. So right now the trend is we are all using our own voice and using our own face to project
Mm.
out, you know, the story behind your company and all that, and people actually will connect to your business on that level. And yeah, that's why grooming comes into play. It's important because it's part of your branding. Yeah, and of course my business is we are selling beauty, we are selling good skin and all that, so we have to have that ourselves. We have to walk the talk. We have to do an experiment. So myself is I'm very open-minded. I always try new treatments. Um,
Yeah.
I do get it. Some of my patient thinks that I look younger than my age. Sometimes they feel like, oh, the doctor looks like he just graduated. He doesn't look too experienced. But I think that's sometimes the impression that I get. I get from my patients. But once they start to talk to me, and once we deal with them professionally, and then they start to know, oh, actually I am actually older than my real age, they
Yeah.
instantly get more confident.
Yes.
Yeah.
Me too.
Thank you. Yeah.
And
So just now I want to highlight a point. Like I say, human, we
mm,
is in our DNA. We gravitate towards beautiful things, right?
yes.
Like when you are going out to shop, right, for clothes, you don't just buy clothing that warms your body anymore. We're not talking about that. We are talking about the color, we are talking about the design, we're talking about the fashion. If you buy a
Mm-hmm.
bag, you go for different bag for different occasion, right?
Mm. Yeah.
And if you don't care about fashion, you do care about certain things like maybe decorating your house, making your house look more beautiful. All this is because it makes us feel better. Like I
Mm.
say, human gravitate towards yeah.
Beautiful things.
Mm.
Yeah. Yes, agree with you. So yeah, uh any like what's the most I mean what's the what treatment is the most request in your practice, doctor? I mean, mm-hmm,
Okay. We are doing aesthetic treatment, so I don't touch plastic surgery mainly. So
mm-hmm,
I think in this part of the world, we see a lot of pigmentation disorder, maybe due to sun damage, some due to the internal hormones and all that. So pigmentation is what I see on a daily basis. So mainly we treat with laser treatments. Okay. And we do have younger patients coming in for enhancement.
mm-hmm,
Enhancement is different. Enhancement means they want to look better. With all the apps, they can pull the nose higher, they can make the eyes bigger, they can make the lips thicker. So they have tried everything, and then they come in, they know what they want, right?
uh,
So at least sometimes it's the pros and cons of the technology, because sometimes the pros is they know what they want, but the cons is sometimes the expectation they want to look exactly like that, and they always edit their photo, right? Sometimes they don't
Mhm.
really look like themselves, and they expect the doctor to give them that kind of results. Yeah, but we do see recently in my practice, I do see more of a hair loss problem as well.
Mhm.
Mainly it's affecting the male community. Yeah, so we do hair loss, and now after the MCO period, it's not really after MCO period, we're still in the MCO, but since now that we're allowed to run business, I see a lot of my patients coming back complaining of weight gain during MCO. So for the last few weeks, we've been doing a lot of cool sculpting treatment. We basically freeze and remove certain area body fat, um, because they have been eating a lot and not exercising, the diet. People are stressed during MCO, and what you do when you stress, you take
Eat.
your food. Yeah, you eat more.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so the trend now is mostly pigmentation. They want to get rid of pigmentation
Mm.
and yeah, hair loss problem, and also yeah, weight
Some weight loss, slimming treatment.
yeah, slim treatment. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how about like the trend for future?
Okay. For the last few years, I've been noticing the trend for aesthetic is going towards, number one is the body treatment. We are
Ah,
doing much more body treatment now than before.
mm-hmm,
I guess because previously more effective body contouring is liposuction, which is surgery. Now we have very effective body contouring treatment available in clinic without any downtime. So now we are doing more of body contouring. That will also help patients that basically been going to gym, but they cannot get rid of certain body fat areas that is always stubborn there. No matter how much weight they lost, the fat is there. So we do treatment like that. Another big trend is male aesthetic.
ah,
I've been seeing a big change over the past few years.
mm-hmm,
Men are coming in the clinic to get consultation much more than last time. I think maybe when I started aesthetic like almost 8 years ago, we
mm-hmm,
see 90% of a female population in the clinic coming for treatments. Right now, I would
mm-hmm.
say in my clinic, I probably get 35 to 40% of male.
Oh,
So the big change is now even the aesthetic industry or the skincare industry, if you go out and buy skincare, all the big brands are making male specific products.
yes,
Because
yes.
there's
I
a
noticed
demand, like I
that.
say, the demand is there.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely the supply is going to be there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think that because male and female we also have a skin. Yeah, we
Yeah,
need to take care of our skin.
yeah,
Not only not only specialized for female. I mean,
yeah,
male also need
definitely,
to take care of their self appearance. Yeah,
definitely.
yep. So yeah, by mentioned about the most demand for the treatment, which is treatment for pigmentation.
Yeah.
So yeah, so can we know more about what is pigmentation and what is melasma? And
Okay.
normally, how do doctor treat pigmentation problem?
Okay. In my clinic, we deal with a lot of sun damage skin or pigmentation because in Malaysia we are like summer all year long, right? And
Yeah.
up to
Mm-hmm.
today, uh, a lot of people are still not wearing sunblock on a daily
Sunblock.
basis.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
So pigmentation disorder is a big part of our clientele's main issues.
Mm.
So there are many causes for pigmentations. There are
Mm.
many diagnoses for pigmentation. Some is inborn; they get it
Oh.
still since young.
Mm.
So those are we still can treat with laser. And then there are
Uh-huh.
some damage. Some damage is like solar lentiges, freckles, and then basically uneven skin tones. All this we can treat with laser. And then another group of patients which is more of a hormonal cause is basically melasma. So when the patient comes with pigmentation to the clinic, we will do a few important tests, including photography. with our state-of-the-art equipment to see whether the pigmentation is on the surface of the skin or in the deep layer of the skin, because the treatment is different. And of course, the treatment is not just stopped at doing laser treatments. It's very important for patients to have a good set of skincare that specifically works to treat their pigmentations. And then, of course, the treatment, like laser treatment or facial treatments. So skincare I mentioned just now. Another one is the supplementation. So basically, this is the triangle approach that I always explain to my patient. So if you do only 1 out of 3, then the result is probably not that effective. Or it might rebound, the pigmentation might come back earlier. So usually we will do all 3 to make sure the results last longer.
Oh yeah, so this is about a triangle approach that Dr. Owen mentioned to your patient.
Yes.
Okay, so we need to take care of 3 of 3, which is treatment, skincare, and also supplementation.
Yes. So there are certain supplementation that are specifically designed to suppress the pathway of pigmentation. But of course, you go back to the diagnosis, so it's very important, because sometimes like melasma, there may be a different kind of medication that we can use to treat it. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Okay. So that as you know, we do have our ingredient, which is red orange complex in our Marino Yang. So which is help to inhibit our tyrosinase. So Doctor, can you elaborate about what's the effectiveness of the red orange complex?
Okay. The red orange complex, or the ROC, actually specifically inhibits the tyrosinase in the pathway of pigmentation generation. So if the skin, not just pigmentation, example, any kind of like acne or a pimple, right, on the skin, right, some patient has the tendency to have PIH, post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. Okay, any sort of pigmentation, including even dark eye circle, uneven skin tone, all this pigmentation pathway basically can be inhibited by, if you are taking like the ROC. So it's very effective way to block the formation of new pigmentation. Previously, we even have very strong creams that's all due designed to block this pathway. It's very effective and it's actually very quick. So this product can block this pathway. So when you're doing, let's say, treatments, or you're not doing treatments, or you're using some skincare for pigmentation, you also want to make it more effective. And then you can take the supplementation, because it acts as a full body. It's not just on the skin, on the face.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'm scared about my pigmentation also. Okay.
So sunblock is also very important, because the UV damage to the skin and ultraviolet actually promotes and stimulate more production of the melanin on the skin also. Yeah.
Yeah. So luckily we have this ROC. They help us to inhibit the tyrosinase so that we can stop the melanin production.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah. Then so we talk about the second ingredient, which is V-Center. That is a very good ingredient which help to increase the CD34 expression. Yeah, and it will promote the stem cell self-renewal. So yeah, so Dr. Steve would like to elaborate more about the V-Center.
So the V-Center is an extract from the vegetables, pomegranate. And basically, I have read the studies. In 2016, a study is done in Japan, and there's in vitro study where they use this and to check whether it stimulates or increases the stem cell. Okay, so the study shows a very positive outcome. So when you take this supplementation in your body, it helps to promote new stem cells, which is in your body, right?
Yes.
So stem cell, basically the function is in your body is basically for repair of any tissue, in not just skin, internal tissue level. So this is more like an anti-aging concept, right? If
Yeah.
you have damage, the damage maybe is a ongoing daily damage. It could be a collagen damage by ultraviolet because you are going out the sun without using your sunblock, right? So
Yep.
by taking this product, basically it can increase the tissue repair capacity. So as we age, we know our metabolism reduce, our ability to repair the skin cell in the cellular level is reduced. The system is getting less effective, less efficient compared to when we're younger. So when we have this more stem cells, it means it's good. It stimulates. It makes you feel younger because your cell can repair. Okay,
Yeah.
and of course, just like I say, there's also study shows that it will reduce inflammation up to 45% following radiation exposure like UV. So if you're taking this product and you are going out of the sun a lot, it can also help you to reduce your collagen loss. So this is a very effective anti-aging component for if you want a cell rejuvenation.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, and also we do have a B-quaternate, which is helps to regenerate our collagen and elastin. Yeah, so that is B-quaternate, which is help us for regenerate collagen and elastin, and at the same time inhibit the collagenase and elastase, which is break down our collagen and elastin. Yes. All right. Okay. Dr. Seth, do you want to add some more about this?
I think going back is I want to emphasize that the skin is the largest organ in the human body, and skin reflects your internal health. Okay, so
Yeah.
medically, when I'm in the hospital, we look at the skin of a patient and it tells a lot of story. If a patient is having lung problem, so the skin will look pale or look bluish, right? So if the patient has low anemia or low red blood cell, so they look pale. So we can give a clue of what's happening internally. If there's a problem with the liver, the skin appear to be yellowish. We call it as a jaundice, right? So like I say, skin reflects the internal health. Okay.
Internal health.
Yeah. So when we take supplementation, it improves from within in terms of the function or the skin repair mechanism and all that. So I think it's very important, like when I mentioned the triangle of the treatment. When we're doing treatments, we have to have a good skincare or sunblock. And then at the end there, a good supplementation to go along. That's how we treat like a holistic way for patients to have better results.
All right. Yeah. That's true. That's true. The triangle approach. All right. So, and now I would like to grab a chance to do a summarize of the exclusive ingredient for Marino Yang. Yeah. So, maybe I would like to get a slide on the screen, please. Thank you. All right. Yeah. So now it's the time for Angie to do a summarize for the ingredient for Marino Yang. All right. So this is placenta, which is the extract from placenta from the pomegranate flower. Yeah. So unlike animal placenta, pomegranate stem cell does not contain any hormone that are harmful to human. And placenta is a very good ingredient that it increases the CD34 cell expression. So this is to promote stem cell self-renewal. It will promote human self-renewal of the stem cell. Yeah. Besides that, in the clinical study also show that it will increase the cell repair capacity of stem cell. All right. Then we look at for the whitening result, the second slide. All right. Okay, so from this slide, it consists of V-center, ROC, V-quaternary, and collective. And as we know, the ROC red orange complex, it helps to inhibit the ROS production. Means it will inhibit our tyrosinase so that it will help us to stop the melanin synthesis. So it protects us from the harmful UV ray. All right. And the second study is about the V-center, which is it helps to reduce up to 45% the inflammation following by the exposure to the UV radiation. So this will help to reduce the inflammation marker for whitening. All right, and the third clinical study is on ROC. All right, red-orange complex. So ROC, it helps to reduce UVB, induce skin inflammation up to, by 35%. So this is to protect against the UVB-induced damage. Yes, and the fourth clinical study is about the V-center. Yeah, so V-center help to reduce the redness of skin up to 40% when exposed to the solar stimulated UV radiation. So this one is also protect our skin from harmful UV ray. All right, then the fifth clinical study is about V-quaternary. All right, V-quaternary is the extract from pomegranate also. All right, so V-quaternary is actually help us to decrease the oxidation marker MDA by 74.62%. And it's also improved wound healing by 100%. So this is very good, like because it's improved the wound healing. So it's a good supplementation for post-treatment care also. All right, and is contribute a very good process for the anti-aging. All right, so yeah, the slide is done. All right, okay, so saying about the V-center can help of wound healing and also anti-aging. All right, so from doctor point of view, so what is your opinion that does the supplementation really works, especially for anti-aging? Yeah, for us to consume for long term.
Yeah, I think supplementation, there are many types in that we can buy. As simple as those vitamin C products and multivitamins, fish oil, and many type of different antioxidants. So, of course, now the way that we are preaching to our patient medically, prevention is always better than curing a disease. So I think that's where the part where supplementation also plays an important role in how we deal and manage our patient right now, right? So in terms you want to choose an effective supplementation, you have to also research and know what ingredients is inside that will benefit you, right? So of course, everyone might have a different concern. Maybe mine pigmentation, another patient is more of aging, wrinkles, or maybe sometimes some patients have some allergic problems, eczema. So the type of the type of product they want to take maybe is different. Yeah, some they want to take to boost their immune system. So there are many things in the market. So I think there's no harm to try supplementation and see if it works for you. But of course, if it maybe just help the problem, or you want a better, quicker result, sometimes you may also need to consult doctor. We may have treatment for you, because supplementation is one of the triangle that I mentioned. I always talk about this. Again, I emphasize this. So yeah, supplementation does work. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this remind me that something that I always share with my friend, doctor. You see, because now I'm 39 years old. I think I start to take supplementation at my age of 26. All right. Yeah. So I always tell my friend, you see, I start take supplementation at my age of 26. Now I am 39 years old, but I still look like 26.
You look at 25.
Thank you, doctor. I look like 25. Oh, so I can't sleep already tonight.
Yeah.
And actually, Dr. Soso looks very young.
I'm not young anymore. Yeah.
So, Doctor, you mind to share with us how young are you?
I'm 36 years old. And I have done a lot of treatment on myself because I like to try, experiment before I promote to my patient.
Yeah.
And we all try to maintain the youth that we have, because we all know once we lost the youth, right, it's very hard to regain back. So it's something very, I would say, precious. Yeah. So it's not, the concept is just, it's not just have no wrinkles that then you will look young or what. No, I think it's overall, it reflects the health. If you're young, people associate you with good health, right? So I think it's important for us not just to look young. We need to stay young. We need to feel young. We need the body to act like how it acts when you're young. Of course, supplementation and all that are important. So we also need healthy lifestyle. Don't always forget that. Things don't just work one thing. We have a multiple thing, right? Lifestyle is very important. Practice a very good healthy lifestyle. Go exercise. Eat healthy. Be choosy of what you put in your mouth, right? Less of a processed food, more of organic or natural food is good. Of course, if you are more concerned about your skin and your face, so good skincare. I think facial is very important as well. And if you have certain problems, you might need to do some certain treatments, right? Maybe some patients want to do injectables as well to look young. And yeah, I think there are many options that we have now. Is whether or not you want to do it.
Yes, yes. Agree with Doctor. Yeah, it's a overall health. I still remember just now Doctor mentioned that a healthy life is not only the physical health, is including the mental health also. And mental health is cover how we love ourselves, how we present ourselves. Yeah. All right.
Definitely.
Yes, yes. So I think before I end the session, so any message from Doctor to our audience here?
I wish everyone good health and protect yourself, your family, your friends, especially now in the time of pandemic. So it will, when we see pandemic happen, now we are reminded that health is always number one. And health is wealth. If you have so much money, you have no health, it also is useless. So do everything to protect it. If it means, help change your lifestyle, giving up like unhealthy food that you've been having, going to gym and or exercise, and then of course cut smoking, alcohol, take your supplements, remember, and use good skincare. Yeah, so we have to protect it before we lose it, because once we lost it, it's very hard to get back again. Yeah, so prevention is always better than cure. That's all.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, Doctor, for the amazing sharing. Yeah, and
I hope
for the
everyone should like get some idea or learn something from today's little sharing.
yes, yes, of course, of course. Yeah, I believe that everyone here get the tips for how to take care of themselves and about the grooming and how they are taking the supplementation for their own the daily maintenance, and of course they will choose the right skincare and a good treatment for themselves. Yeah, yeah. So thank you very much, Dr. Steve Chia. Thanks for your time. Yeah, and yeah, I believe everyone here is enjoying the sharing by Dr. Steve Chia just now. All right, and okay, so a big thanks a clap to Dr. Steve Chia. Yeah, all right. And thank you for all the friends from all over the world. So thanks for your time, for your 1 hour stay with us at my central gift spirit. All right. So Angie also wish you guys a beautiful life, stay healthy and stay happy always. Take care of yourself. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Have a good
Good night
weekend.
and good
Yeah,
night.
thanks, Dr. Steve.